this wind, the balloon's going to be flapping around. So we just you would be seeing the balloon and the chair disappearing to a small dot, and then when you went back into the building you would be able to see the picture being transmitted from that camera, and the Earth getting further and further away with the chair dangling in mid-shot, and eventually the curve of the Earth and black space when it gets to about 25 kilometres high.
Yeah, over there, on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's all right.
The chair disappeared and has just come back in shot, so it's almost like somebody's scripting it. It's quite amazing. The sky is getting blacker and blacker, so we're way above plane altitude.
Well, it's a two-stage rocket. This is the first stage, this is the booster stage, and it drives these spring-loaded piston-mounted spikes through a thin foil seal on the bottom of this container, which contains a year's worth of artificial tears. 3, 2, 1, ignition!
We're in what was known as Q121, which is the 24-foot wind tunnel, and we're in the final chamber before the air goes out over the model that we're being tested. And I'm leaning against a guide vane, which straightens the air out for me before it actually goes out onto the model.
Well, with the centrifuge video that I'm showing near it, there's the Russian technicians are kind of also going through this kind of narrative of the kind of procedure as the G-forces are being kind of exerted on the sculpture that's inside it, and it must, in a way, it must kind of replicate what happened here, with the idea of kind of examining and notating every incremental change that was happening through that process.
I looped the loop once, one time only last year over Northumbria, and I've been achingly desperate to find a reason, an excuse to actually go back and do it again and film it, because I found it such a compelling experience and several things about it that I want to explore in a piece. And it made sense with the landscape to actually draw the material and that experience together with the site and see what happened when the two were together.
Dissolve takes as its starting point the closing 10 minutes of Michelangelo Antonioni's doomed masterpiece, Zabriskie Point, a kind of State of the Union address, sympathy, empathy note to the counterculture of the mid to late 1960s.
We came here sort of a few months ago and it was all very ghostly, and you just wander through and get these real indications of the excitement of early flight, and yeah, it was really inspiring actually. Mark Anderson is artist in residence at Wising, and we went down there and just did a lot of explorations with ribbons, confettis, helium,